I may be that loser. Okay. So I met Jules 9 or so years ago. We've been friends with Bob for quite some time before that. And when we heard that he had met somebody online, we were immediately skeptical. After all, this was almost a decade ago, and this was sort of new to us. And I remember sitting in church across the sanctuary when Plumma leaned over to me and said, "That's Bob's new girlfriend." I was immediately impressed. Jules has a very regal look. She's confident, classy, and tasteful. I watched as she bopped her head to the music and listened intensely to the pastor with her thinking face. I was thrilled for Bob on all accounts. Jules seemed like the perfect catch. She's intelligent, attractive, well-educated, well-traveled. Shortly after they were married, they invited us over for dinner, and so began our beautiful friendship that has blossomed over the last 8 years. And as an unbelievable bonus, we've also been neighbors for the last 6 years. This setup has provided us with many mutual benefits. If I'm baking and need an ingredient, I can just send one of my kids over to borrow it. Oh, wait a minute, that doesn't work because Jules doesn't have a stopper. But Bob and Jules can usually bank on being the lucky recipients of what comes out of my oven. One night I knew Bob was out of town. I walked over with a piece of homemade apple pie. She doesn't like to be home alone, so I didn't do my normal let myself in and yell, "Hey Jules, it's me." So I opted to ring the doorbell, hoping my unexpected visit wouldn't startle her. She answered the door with the exuberance that I'm accustomed to every time I come in contact with Jules. I held up the pie, and as we exchanged pleasantries, I joked with her. I said, "I'm surprised you didn't answer the door with your gun." She smiled, opened up her sweater, and revealed her little girly revolver. We laughed and laughed and laughed. But that pretty little revolver has since been upgraded to her Glock. Through the years, I've used her washing machine when mine was broken. We've let Asher out to pee. I have never wiped the dingleberries. We've grabbed each other's mail, watered each other's plants. They've provided a guest room when we've had family come into town. We've provided cul-de-sac entertainment, ranging from little boys running around in their underwear, to my daughter doing flips in the front yard, to our van leaving and returning approximately 18.2 times a day. But it's our Friday night tradition that has really procured the intimacy of our friendship. Whenever we're both home after the kids are down, Bob and Jules come over to chat and catch up over a frosty beverage. We have celebrated job promotions, wrestled with parenting dilemmas, cried over past and present hurts, and generally just been there for each other while the scenes of life go flashing by. Jules, I love you. I love that you laugh so easily. I love that you are so honest, so black and white. You are without a doubt my least judgmental friend. I read a quote that says, "A friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you just the way you are." And that is you. But I would also add that you challenge me to be the best me. You don't shy away from saying things that you think will benefit me, even when it's hard for me to hear. You are thoughtful and generous beyond words, whether it's leaving flowers on our counter when we've been on vacation, or picking the kids up a trinket on one of your business trips. The way that you are interested and so loving with our family is very precious. My kids are so blessed to have you breathing your Mrs. Obonk life into them. And you don't even mind when we come over for Super Bowl and they destroy your basement. Quite the opposite. You are attentive to them and interested in their lives. You are sure to have their favorite snacks and drinks on hand. You've allowed us into your lives too. You've let us into your circle of trust. You've even generously shared your friends and your family with us, who we've grown to love. You've shared your Cape love with us, creating this fun tradition of a weekend with you at Yaya's. And for good gracious sake, where would I be without Yaya? On paper, we're probably improbable friends. You're a high-powered corporate girl. You wear pantsuits and I wear jeans. You present to presidents in conference rooms while I wipe bums and noses all day. I clean my own toilets. And you prefer to pay someone else to do that. And obviously, we're here because you are much, much, much older. But I feel so incredibly lucky to have you in my life. You have been a constant source of encouragement and a constant source of laughter, and I'm so thankful for your life. So let's raise a glass. To Jules, may God continue to bless and keep you. May you have 50 more happy, healthy years ahead. And just remember what a wise woman once said. You are one fall away from getting old.